I'm going to share my songwriting process today. And this is a process that has worked really well for me lately. And I've done all different kinds of things. I've started with lyrics, I've started with melody, I've done both at the same time. I've really tried so many different things over the years, as I've written songs for many, many years. But lately, what has really helped me to go with the flow and to really listen to the art as it's coming through me is I'll sit at my instrument and I'll just play. And there's no expectation. If I don't come up with anything, that's totally fine. I'm just there to enjoy myself and to be present in the moment. But if there is a melody that comes through that I really, really am like drawn to, I'll extract that melody and I'll try to create a sonic landscape around it. This is a lot of trial and error. I will usually use my MIDI keyboard and use different kinds of sounds and instruments and create this like space for this melody to live inside of. And that is, it can take anywhere from like a few minutes to days to create this soundscape. And usually in that process, structure will come through, song structure, which has been also really fun to work with because I don't want to just stick to the A, B, A, you know, the typical song structure. I want there to be opportunity for it to be completely just, what if it's all A? I don't know. So yeah, I will create a soundscape. After that, I will get my microphone out and I will record just a few takes of me singing gibberish over that melody, and I'll either follow the melody or I'll create another melody to sort of like have a conversation with the current instrumentation. And it's gibberish, so with as little thoughts as I can have inside my head when I'm singing, I'll just let my voice do the talking. Sometimes I'll have words that will come through, and that's really nice. Obviously, it's helpful. But sometimes it's just sounds, and I'll just record a few takes. After I record a few takes, I'll go back and listen and try to extract from there meaning. So I'll listen for words, or I'll listen for like, maybe I did sing a phrase, and what am I saying in that phrase? What is the feeling that I'm getting from it? And so that's where usually the message of the song is sort of deciphered. And I will sit there with my journal, and I will be more at that point after I've let the gibberish come through, my subconscious say whatever it needs to say, then I'll sit down with my journal and I will try to decipher in a very cognitive and conscious way what is trying to be said. And this is really fun, but it's also a lot of work. The lyrics are hard for me, so this can take a while, or it just depends on the day. But there's a process that I go through then of just making a cohesive, making it make sense. And what I mean by make sense is that it's not always logical. Like songs, if you listen to a song, it's not always logical. It's not always going to make sense necessarily. But there is something really magical about putting words together that is in an artistic way that is able to communicate a feeling. So sometimes it's all about just like putting the right words together, and you are creating an emotion through the words. And that's my favorite. I love doing that. So if I can do that, I'm like golden. So the lyrics are done, then I'll go into the studio, which is in my case is my attic, and I will record the vocals. I'll do some warm-ups, I'll do some lip trills, some hums, anything to relax my throat and to open my chest. And as much as I can really believe and really mean what I sing, the words, if I can mean the lyrics as I sing them, that's the closest I can get to actually really emoting with the song. And I would so much rather have a pitchy vocal, even though I don't obviously I don't want a pitchy vocal or a vocal that's not in sync with the time, but I really, really want, more than anything, to have feeling come through in the vocal. So I will just, as much as I can, really get into the believing what I'm singing when I'm recording. That's the best I've come to being able to really extract the emotion that needs to come through, because having a perfectly pitched, perfectly in tune vocal on time, everything's perfect about it, but there's no emotion, I don't even need that. So yeah, it's all about the emotion, all about the feeling, all about really being present and being able to communicate what the message is of the song. And through this whole process, it's so much listening, it's so much deciphering, it's so much conversing and trial and error, and I'm completely okay with erasing and deleting tracks that just don't work. And I don't feel like it's a waste, because it's been just an exploration and service to the living thing that is coming through in the song that I'm creating, and the song that I am basically just allowing to exist in this world. So the production and mixing process afterwards is also very delicate, because you don't want to crush the initial energy that was captured in the song. So as little of that as you can do, while also separating the frequencies, making sure everything is heard and glued together. That's a task that it should be done with care, and yeah, hopefully you don't crush the butterfly. That's the whole goal. You don't want to crush the butterfly. You want it to exist and to live and to fly out into the world, and be enjoyed by people.